Okay, so my thing cut off because I had to go into a different app and it totally cut off my thing, and I'm not redoing it because I like what I said. So this is the second video. If you're seeing this, there is a first video. If you want to watch it, whatever. I don't care. I mean, it's good information, but whatever. So, anyways, when people used to say that Eminem sold his soul to the devil and he said it too, or whatever, if you do research on it, like, it's like, you know, like they say, like, Beyonce and Jay-Z were like part of the Illuminati and blah 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 blah, and they knew the secret and la 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 la. It's kind of connected to something like that, but it's not. So what it is that music directors, producers, whatever, they know that certain hertz actually hurt you, and the vibrations that it puts into your body actually enhances and hurts you more with your trauma and can cause your brain to pick up on these vibrations and frequencies, and it can actually really hurt you, like mindfully, which, you know, that's what fucks us, is our mind, emotionally, mentally, you know, stable, whatever. So the Bach and the Beethoven stuff, like, they had healthy binaural hertz, whatever. It also says that our bodies have 70% of water. So if you watch, people know this, if you watch certain videos or science projects, you know that if you have a certain hertz or you have a certain vibration to water, it vibrates, right? So if you have 70% of water in your body and you're listening to these hertz that are hurting you, it is actually affecting that as well. I hope people understand that. So, and again, people can believe whatever they want. You are your own person. I don't care. I should stop saying that because it sounds rude, because it's not true. I don't care if you want to believe anything I say or pick up on anything, that is awesome. If you don't, then that's okay too. That's how I have to say it. That's a better way. Sorry, guys. Okay. So anyways, it's just like a defense thing, I think. See, that's my trauma. That's something that I know I have to heal and work on. And that's a big thing. I'm very defensive. And I always think people are attacking me, and normally they're not, so I end up fighting back. And that's my Aries in me too, so whatever. Anyways, but I know that. And yeah. So it's very helpful when you're aware of these things and where they come from, because I actually know where it stems from too, and that's inner child stuff. So if you can, why are you looking at me? So if you can, like, know where it comes from in your inner child, there's all this inner child work that you can do. There's exercises, there's visualization. Oh my god, I know so much. Damn. Okay, you, like, forget when you lose yourself how much you've actually learned when you actually try to teach it to people. And I've actually learned that a lot, because when I meet people and I can have actual deep conversations that are actually intellectual and meaningful, and it's not just small talk, like, oh hey, like, oh yeah, so today, like, I went to the mall. Like, no, I don't care. No, it's not that I don't care, just, like, that's not the kind of conversations I like having. I like having deep conversations, and that's what does not bore me. And if I'm having a conversation that bores me, I kind of just don't talk to them. Anyway, so yeah, so, like, the vibrations in your body. So imagine, like, those vibrations that you see in those, hey, 432 hertz. So imagine if those vibrations that are bad for you are affecting the water in your body and how it's, you know, the vibrations, frequencies, whatever. So, hold on. Okay. So, producers know this. And they tell, like, Lil Wayne, Eminem, they tell, you know, these rappers, singers, whatever, about it. So, like, they know. So when Eminem said that he sold his soul to the devil, that's what he meant. He meant because he knows that he's putting music out there that has hertz that are going to hurt people and not help. So now you go to the music that we have now. Think about it. Look at our world. Look at how it is compared to, like, the lovey, nice R&B, like, love your woman, like, Boyz II Men, like, whatever, like, you know what I mean? Like, look at the fucking music that is going on now. And how it's changed. And then look at our society. Look at how it's all, like, based on, like, it's just, if you can see that perspective, then you understand what I'm saying. But, anyways, back to children. This should just be a separate video in itself because it has nothing to do with what I was trying to get to. And it's going to be mad long, and I don't like when I say things that are mad long, especially on text. I fucking hate when I do that. Ugh. Anyways, so, yeah, maybe I'll just cut this off. But if you look, there is a really good website. It really says it. But yeah, okay, no. What I was trying to get at. I'm just going to get at what I was getting at to even start this, besides going into all that other crap. One thing might come out, though, when I say this. I was talking to my mom, right? And we were talking about, like, how school's going to be when it starts and everything. And how, like, you know, I got, like, guidelines. I got, like, a thing on the bus. How, like, they're going to have assigned seats. And, like, how they're going to go to school, like, every other day. Like, you know, all this stuff. Like, everything's going to be changing, whatever. So, you think about daycare, okay? And this, I kind of want to have parents be aware of this. Maybe that's why I'm making the video. I don't know. And I'm not saying people are bad parents. I'm not saying that at all. But if we're more aware of this stuff, we will be able to create a better world, more of our generations coming out, more gentlemen, more ladies, more class. You know what I mean? Like, not these fucking, no, like, gangbangers and whores, and no, like, I don't mean that in a bad way either, but it's just, like, what it's called. It's what it's labeled. Like, not, like, labeling things, but anyway, so I was talking to my mom. We're talking about all this stuff. So, in daycare, their child is not even able to really interact with other children, blah, 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 blah. There's other stuff, but this is the point that I want to make. If you can look and be aware, and maybe even help as a parent to understand what kind of trauma can stem from this situation, it might help our children, again, if we're aware of it, be able to not have that trauma in the rest of their lives, like, as they go along. And you can help heal it as it's happening. So our children at young ages are not allowed to play with other children. What is the point of daycare? You put your children in there because, yeah, you can have a babysitter. You can let your kid go to, you know, your mom, your parents' house, their grandparents, their aunt, your friend, whatever. But you want to put them in daycare so they can experience being near other children and playing and doing all that, right? So they're telling us that our kids can't be near other children. So they're literally going to be told, no, you can't go play with them. No, you can't be next to that person, blah, blah, blah. So what we need to take from that is when they grow up, that's going to be a subconscious download that they can't make friends. They can't talk to people. They can't be near people. They can't, anything that you can think of that those children are going to have to be doing in daycare is going to affect exactly what they're going to think when they grow up. You know what I mean? So, again, if they're being told, no, you can't go near that girl, no, you can't play blocks with that boy, you're not going to want to be near people. You're going to have wicked bad social anxiety. You're going to think that you can't have friends. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, do I have to stress it anymore? And I'm not saying this to be a bitch. I'm just saying, like, it's an actual thing. Like, if you get what I'm saying, then that's awesome. And you can help with your child be able to deal with that, because you don't want them to grow up like that. You don't want them to, have that fear of not being able to make friends, not being able to, if you can't be close to somebody, you can't be intimate, you can't commit to somebody, you can't, it just screws up your whole social experience. And do you know, I hope people understand how this connects and stems. Like, this is an example. Like, if you have trauma, you see something within you, like my defense mechanism. I can tell you another one. Like, when Dawson and the dog used to cry or moan or whine or anything, I used to get so triggered because when I was crying, when I was little,
In 2 miles, take exit 61 for I-291 west toward Windsor.
Thank you. When I was younger, like, it was like I would get in trouble if I would cry because it's an annoying thing to hear your kid cry, you know what I mean? And I understand that, like now, and I can be forgiving about, you know, all that stuff, and it's okay, like, whatever. I forgive my parents for a lot because I understand. Like, I'm not gonna go through all this. Point is, if you can see where these triggers stem from, it's easier to catch before it affects you as an adult. So if you can see what your child is going through at daycare, you're gonna see exactly what they're being told. No, don't go near that person. You can't play with that person. You can't talk to that person, blah, blah, blah. They're gonna think that when they grow up. It's gonna be a subconscious thing, especially if they're going to daycare 5 days a week. All right? That's all I'm going to say in this video, but there's so much more I could say. So much more. Plus, I have to get off this exit right now, and I have to go over there, and I'm not paying attention whatsoever freaking ever. Hold on. I can't...
In half a mile, take exit 61 for I-291 west toward Windsor.
Bam! All right, so you guys have a good day. I hope this helped in some way. I'm getting better with my communication with being all over the place, and but it's also who I am, so it's one of my quirks. All right, so yeah, this is a second part of a video.
Take exit 61.
This is not even what I really want to talk about. It's more just about the trauma and the daycare thing, but it got into other stuff. But still, if you listen to that stuff too...
Continue for 6 miles.
Everything is a repetition. Whatever you do as a repetition is gonna go into your subconscious. Like I said, if you're going to daycare every day, you're being told you can't play with a person, you're gonna grow up being social anxiety. You're not gonna want to be near people. And that's not healthy, especially in school, and especially in growing relationships, friendships, even with your children, growing a relationship with your children, college, you know, whatever. They're going to be scared. There's going to be more fear-based within them. Okay. I want to save all the children in the world. You know what else I want to save? All the geckos that lose their freaking tails. They have little bumps, and it's so sad, and I was going to get one the other day. So creepy. And then the guy told me that their tail didn't grow back, and I'm like, doesn't geckos' tails grow back? But I didn't want to take the chance, so I feel so bad for them. I wish I could buy all of them. They really do look really freaky, but they're still animals, and that's all that matters. Or reptiles, whatever. Okay, you guys have a good day, because I'm going to do something fun. All right, bye.